He leads all scorers with 21. The number 3 player in the ESPN 100 headed to Baylor. Winner of this one will meet either Prolific Prep, the 8 seed, or the 4 seed Link Academy. That's our second semifinal coming up at 4:30 Eastern here on ESPN. Scoop off the window. Chapoy Hutchinson giving IMG a little something.
He's a tough kid.
But Hood Schifino racing down.
And Hutchinson.
Now Hood Schifino with the steal. And the future Indiana Hoosiers. Go ahead tip in the final seconds in that game for Montverde a year ago in the semis. Overshot the pass. Here's Jalen Hood Schifino headed to Indiana. One man thick for Colin Smith. Hood Schifino floater and a nice one. IMG and Lalamere will be the one rematch from the regular season that we have here in the quarterfinals, and they played a thriller at the Metro Classic early February on ESPNU, won by Lalamere in double overtime on a last-second shot by Aiden Holloway.
That game, Keontae George had 40 points for IMG. Jarris Walker was fantastic. No Jaden Bradley in that game, no Jaden Bradley today.
Turns to the corner, and it leads to the bucket by Colin Smith, who has really given the Dragons a lift off the bench.
And Lamar Washington has given AZ Compass Prep a lot of good minutes this year. Headed
to Texas Tech. Hood Schifino to the rim.
Do it because he's a worker.
19 points, 7 rebounds for Renault today. Late in the shot clock, a turnover.
Tough angle.
Hood Schifino. Off balance and off glass.
Ten-point lead for Legacy. Hood Schifino pulls up. Clutch shot for Hood Schifino.
With a high level of confidence against Montverde.
Served as a stretch 4 for Legacy.
Legacy's going to pack it in with high hands. Try to make Montverde shoot it from the outside. Schifino says, no way, I'm penetrating.
Giant killer.
Muffin, they trap up first possession.
Good find by Cheney, but it was a good close by Hood Schifino. Swoops and scores. Too easy for the inway. Behind his back. Mabry for 3.
See, I look at guys, I look at their talent, but I also look at their effort. Regardless of how they are scoring or rebounding, I want to know how hard they're going to play.
Hood Schifino.
But when it comes to skill level, his is extremely high with a soft touch at 6'9".
He's drawn interest from Syracuse, Indiana, Alabama, and a host of others.
He's a wherever you want guy.
Hood Schifino rains it.
Minded team, but they haven't matched in the physicality department in this game.
Hood Schifino working his way around Holloway.
They got to fight through screens. They got to pressure the ball, Lalamere.
Hood Schifino left open. One dribble into space. Can't get that one off the glass. Strong rebound here for Schifino. Jalen Schifino, Indiana signee, glass good. And it's a win over DeMatha Catholic. Here he is in transition again. Gets that one to
process. That means it's going to take a lot of time, and there's going to be a lot of doubt as you trust. But it comes with coaching. It comes with work ethic and a good supporting cast. Who you surround yourself with is so important for these players. A lot of negativity, a lot of criticism out there. You got to shut down the outside voices and listen to the indoor voices. Little box set, elevator screen. That means he comes through two of his teammates into a ball screen. Great set. Well defended.
kick out. Jalen Schifino drives, floater.
Gonna win that battle.
I would hope so. Again, no pressure on me at either aspect.
I don't know.
Fourth quarter here in this top 5 matchup. You've been out of coaching about as long as I have.
Yeah, but I've seen you do
the ball on the deck.
Those weren't breakaway dunks.
No.
You know, they were in traffic dunks.
Gotta need a bucket here. Jalen Schifino. Oh, good lead, a minute to go. Jalen Schifino. He goes up off the skip at the Hoop Hall Classic.
All season long.
Yeah.
You're not going to find dunks better than Dylan Mitchell and Jarris Walker.
Jalen Schifino.
Ready.
Jalen Schifino. Very just that in.
I think Mustafa had a little bit of a hook. That time in the post, got away with it.
Free ball is there.
Malik Renaud came out on this game really strong. Uh-oh, watch out.
Look out. Here's Sky Clark. Kentucky signee ahead and the follow from Montverde.
Yeah, DeMatha gave it all they could. They just ran into a Titan. Who's trying to get 2 more points.
And to finish.
25 rankings, but this is still one of the best high school teams in the country.
Oh, they're one of the most powerful teams in the country each and every year under Kevin Boyle. It was the way they lost, I think, that bothered Kevin. That's what Fears does. He breaks you down, he draws the help, and then he gives it up. Outstanding young point guard. Had to play for Tom Izzo of Michigan State in a couple of years.
And just a junior. Schifino pull up free throw line. Good. Schifino.
He's not polished yet with his back to the basket to make a post move off the dribble. But that little jump shot is sweet, and that range can extend as time goes on.
2 minutes until halftime. Montverde by 10. Schifino pulls up baseline, drops it in. And not just because of Laporte's proximity to South Bend. J.J. Starling is the highest ranked prospect to sign with Notre Dame since Demetrius Jackson in 2013. Schifino cans the plus years of coaching experience. Roberts with a fall away 3 misses. Here's Jalen Schifino inside of 10 seconds. Blocked at the rim.
And to get it done this early, Ted, you said it, it's remarkable. It's going to be exciting to see this young man on the court. Part of that number 2 class for Kentucky. Sky Clark can really shoot it and facilitate.
Again, Clark comes off the bench today for Montverde, which features 9 ESPN-ranked players, the number 1 team in the country, and the defending Geico National Champions. They beat Sunrise Christian last April for the national title in Fort Myers, Florida. Late in the shot clock, Jalen Schifino. He is exhausted.
Yeah, Luke Barnwell says, on a team that really works hard, he's one of the hardest workers we have.
Schifino turns the corner and knocks it down.
Sunrise's bigs can step away, and Ibuchuku's best in the paint and at the free throw line as a defender.
Like right there, the block shot on Dick, and it leads to
Montverde Just seemed like he never got in a rhythm offensively.
A 12-point lead. Sky Clark. Jalen Schifino.
It didn't get much better as that game went on. Evans for three, and he's short. And then last night was their closest battle. They won by a total of 15 points against Milton after they did trail at halftime.
I'm impressed with all the second and third chance opportunities that Montverde Academy has given themselves. They just have to convert.
Milton jumped the pass, or rather, Mintz jumped the pass possession too. Mintz into Uwachukwu, missed it, tapped out. Here comes Montverde. Schifino leading a 3-on-2 all the way in and beats McBride to the spot. And this game, about Milton, they're 1-0 against Eagles in this tournament. Trying to make it 2-0 here.
And go ahead and say it, the Eagles will win this game.
And lose this game. That one goes in, a friendly roll for Jalen Schifino.
Taking it in the paint.
Milton inching back in front. I think if it's not going to be easy, but if they can get to the free throw line, that is one way to help initiate an upset, is to get some free points there off of contact going into bigger bodies. Schifino's fadeaway two is pure. Beautiful shot by Schifino.
Nationally ranked team here.
Oh, Thornton got bumped. They didn't call it. Fitzgerald fighting for the board, couldn't corral it. Here comes Schifino. Pushing off a little bit and laying it in with the left hand. Good play by Schifino. Getting fight inside and scores through two Goliaths.
If Coach Holtman is still here, and I'm not sure he is, he's smiling real big right now.
Maybe he's tuned in. On his way back to Columbus. Under a minute to go in the third, and Milton has it within one again.
And Carlisle blanketing Whitehead right now defensively.
Oh, Schifino gets the angle and finishes.
If Montverde is not in the championship game, will that disappoint you this tournament?
Yeah, I think it would, because I think that's the matchup. Everyone wants to see Montverde and IMG. Now, if we don't get that matchup in the finals, I won't be disappointed in general. First half.
It absolutely was, and he is charged up right now.
Yeah, well, he's well rested.
And he had a lot of time to think about those two fouls in the first half. Watching his team get destroyed, literally.
No win.
To Montverde Academy for his senior year, and was an amazing player for them. Fit right in. Now he's playing for the Raptors, having a great rookie season.
Schifino probing, had it deflected, but gets it back.
Moving through the lane, showed some mobility there.
Ewan has made up for his lost time here in the third quarter. 10 points now in the game.
Unfortunately, too little, too late.
Curling around is Schifino.
If more prospects would play off of 2 feet once they get into the paint, they would be so much more effective, and they'd put more points on the board. Guys want to go in off of 1 foot or jump off of 1 leg. It's not going to work.
Schifino open in the corner for three. Tries it again and hits a three.
The Wasatch playing with a lot of confidence tonight. Not just because the ball's going in, it's the way they're stepping into their shots, the way they're running the floor.
Top basketball trainers in the state of Utah. He's worked with players like Frank Jackson, Kyle Collinsworth, George Hill, Mario Chalmers, Jimmer Fredette.
Paul Peterson is a gentleman and a great coach. And last night he was fired up, though, when his team didn't respond. And we saw a little different side of Paul Peterson. The team needed to see that.
Well, it's one of two things. They're either using him as a decoy or they're using him. That's the only two things you're running if you're Montverde. There comes downscreen for him.
Evans Jr. Schifino bobbles it. Now takes it up off balance off the glass, and it's good.
Understands he's the facilitator. He takes it from foul line to foul line and then finds the finisher or the three-point shooter in the corner. As you mentioned, headed to Indiana, they love Jalen Schifino.
And there he is from beyond the arc against Houston in the American Championship. And it's Pitt and Wake Forest for the ACC title. All games on ABC and the ESPN app. Schifino, the scourge for that Geico National Championship team. Now he's a starter. He lost it going up. Here's Hood Schifino. And he rattled.
No matter the school.
Oak Hill struggling mightily in the first half. Final seconds and a steal by Hood Schifino. Montverde with numbers yet again. And Hood Schifino does it himself right before the buzzer.
Iwuchukwu can hedge a ball screen. He can convert from offense to defense and defense to offense. His hands are improving. His footwork is getting better.
Hood Schifino. Justin McBride, four-star prospect from Garland, Texas in DFW. And Montverde with another rebound. They are crushing Oak Hill on the glass. Hood Schifino 1-2.
Team enough to know that Judah Mintz, Caleb Foster, Chris Livingston, those guys have a lot of fight in them.
Now, Montverde did this to Oak Hill 3 times last year. None of the 3 games were close. Late shot clock, pushing above the rim. Mintz at the other end. Dylan Mitchell wanted to get in on the act.
But the bottom of the net. Yeah, sometimes shooters understand that the difference between being guarded and just having somebody standing near you.
Rebound up and good. They're still fighting. They're still playing hard, which I think is vitally important here down the stretch.
And that's their discussions and their timeouts. I'm sure that's what coach is saying. Hey, you got to keep playing. You got to keep playing. You owe it to yourself. Rebounding outside their area.
Big time shot. Bucket's good.
The rest of the game, and that his kids will continue to compete and try to play as hard as they can.
53.
Better than the person playing opposite them, whether it be cornerbacks to wide receivers, defensive tackles to offensive linemen. And that's kind of what, so that, mark is on them. Like they got the bullseye on them, and obviously not tonight. I got to be honest, I get frustrated when teams kind of whine and complain about another team either running up the score or, they're not pressing or anything like that.